As I reflect on the journey that began, in late '06, early '07, it was remarkable to see how far we've come.
15 years ago, I don't think there were any options for credit for venture-backed businesses.
There was no tech community or ecosystem, and we were looking for more capital.
There was a common perception that in Australian venture capital, you couldn't make money.
And I remember saying, there's not enough venture capital, there's very few tech entrepreneurs.
It seemed like PFG understood the challenges.
They understood what we're going through. We were growing very, very rapidly.
It all began with a modest $2 million loan, and we initially thought it was going to be one and done, but fate had other plans for us.
That first company, which went really well, really taught us about the local market. And the more we learned, the more we liked about what we saw in Australia.
What gets me up in the morning, besides the surf, is Australian innovation.
Australians are great at bootstrapping companies.
We produce incredible technology in Australia. It's really game-changing.
Some of the greatest inventions in the world came out of Australia. Like Google Maps was Australian, IVF was Australian, Wi-Fi also Australian.
Australian tech founders, they are talented, they're ambitious, they're as good as any tech founders out there.
The Australians are the magical underdogs, and I think that's what gives us that spirit to keep fighting, and I think that's what sets us apart.
We think there's a culture here now that's a dynamic blend of capital and entrepreneurial spirit that continually pushes the boundaries of innovation while still maintaining its unique Aussie flair.
Australian entrepreneurs have a can-do spirit. There's not a lot of BS.
And part of the way we make money is by taking risk. And to take risk in the right way and in the prudent way, you need to have capital.
To grow real scale and real success, you've got to have your eye on the global market. PFG has helped many businesses in Australia by providing the growth funding that's necessary to pursue international expansion.
We need funding partners that understand that it's not up and to the right all the time. There are going to be bumps in the road. And that's what we found to be the case with PFG. They're here for the long term. They understand startups and scale-ups.
To work with a partner that goes into detail on your business, when the problems emerge in the future, you know you can count on them.
What I value about PFG is their ability to really listen. We've worked with them to help our companies unlock growth, getting a bit more capital to help them scale up, enter a new market.
They're happy to look at things that are actually difficult and spend the time to really understand the business. And they're flexible when things don't always go to plan.
I'm a bit in awe of how well the PFG team have done.
80 different companies and 800 and something million lent out. It's incredible.
And the allure of the Australian market, I think, extended beyond just the business opportunities.
PFG have grown because they really take a partnership approach. It's not fit in this box, it's how can we grow together, what can we do together.
When we first met, they were a small team. They were partners with us. They fought the battles with us, and that's what I enjoy.
You can have agreements all written out in black and white, but you also need a little bit of heart and soul into any relationship. And that's what PFG brought in. And from my perspective, that was the critical differentiator between success and failure.
Thank you for partnering with us, and thank you for your friendship and your trust.
Australia, for us, it's not just a market for PFG, it's a home.